There's a strategy floating around YouTube that claims a 99% win rate. So today, I'm not just going to show it to you, I am going to automate it, backtest it, and let the results speak for themselves. This one comes from Traders Monopoly, and by the end of this video, you will have it running automatically on your own account. Let's go.
This strategy uses two indicators working together, the UT Bot and the STC. But before we dive in, let me quickly tell you the tool that I'm using to build and automate all of this. I'm using ChartsConnect, a trade automation platform that lets you design strategies from TradingView, backtest them, and automate them straight to your MT4 or MT5 broker account. If you want to try it, go to chartsconnect.com or click the link in the description for a 14 days free trial. Now let's dive into the strategy. This strategy uses the UT Bot indicator by Yo Adrian. And here's the important part. We are actually going to edit twice with different settings. What the UT Bot actually does is that it plots a stop line that sits at a fixed ATR distance. The line only moves in the direction of the trend. It never moves against it. A buy signal is generated when the price closes above the line, while a sell signal is generated when the price crosses below the line. We are following the exact setting from the original video. Let me walk you through it. First, add the UT Bot. Go to settings and set the key value to 2 and the ATR period to 1. To styles and uncheck the buy option. This first indicator is going to give us only sell signals. Now add the indicator one more time. Go to settings. Now for the key value, change it to 2 and for the ATR, change it to 300. Under style, uncheck the sell option and this indicator is going to give us only buy signals. Now look at the chart. You can already see the buy and sell options. But this alone is not the strategy. This video, they added a second strategy called STC by Cheyenne KM. This is the one. And this is what turns a basic signal into an actual edge. The STC combines MACD with a stochastic calculation, which means it defines trend and momentum way faster than a traditional moving average. It oscillates between 0 and 100. Above 75 means that it is on a strong bullish trend. Below 20 means it has a strong bearish trend. So here's where the strategy gets interesting. The entry is the opposite of what most people expect. We only take sell signal when the STC is above 75. And we only take buy signal if the STC is below 25. So this is a reversal strategy. It enters when the market is stretched to an extreme and about to snap back. So the UT Bot gives us the signal and the STC confirms that the market is stretched. Both will have to agree. Now we are going to build this strategy using ChartsConnect tool called Strategy Builder. After you sign up, you can validate your TradingView username under Tools and Access Manager. Insert your TradingView user ID here and click Validate. One thing you need to know, if you want to build strategies with more than 2 indicators, you will need a paid TradingView plan. And you cannot automate on the free plan at all because TradingView blocks webhook connection for free accounts. The link to TradingView is in the description if you need it. Now let's add Strategy Builder to the chart. To build the strategy, we need to add sources. Sources are simply pieces of information the builder looks at to decide on entries. Here's a detail that trips people up. If you get this backwards, your whole strategy will be inverted. Now let me set it up. Remember in the second UT Bot, we actually unchecked the sell. So the second UT Bot is actually giving me the buy signal. Okay, with this in mind, under inputs and in your source, for buy signal, we want to take the first information from the drop-down list, which is a UT Bot buy. I'm going to click this. And you can already see in the chart that every time there is a buy signal, in ChartsConnect, we detected that there is a buy signal. So this value spiked to 1 for a true event. So now let's continue building it. So for sell, we are going to choose the second UT Bot information, which is this. And this will give us the sell signals. So you can see from the chart, every time there is a sell, Strategy Builder also detected it and has reflected it inside its pane. Let's continue to put more sources. Because we do not enter based on just a buy or sell signal, we also look at the STC. I'm going to take STC as the third source. I'm going to name it STC. And in the drop down, I'm going to select STC. So you can see, let me change this to another color so you can see better. You can see the black line. It is exactly the same as the STC indicator, which means that Strategy Builder has already put in this information into its consideration. Because we only enter when the STC is over 75 or under 20. So we need to plot the two lines here. Okay, so source 4. If you do not know which one to choose, you can do a trial and error. Let's select the first one. You can see that source 4 is a purple line and it has appeared here. So we know that this is the line for the value 25. So next, we add one more source for the upper line, which is 75. And we are now going to choose the second plot line. So you can see that the purple is the bottom 25 and gray line is the top 75. All the information are now aggregated inside Strategy Builder. If you ever get lost, what does the sources mean? You can refer to the top right hand corner. We have labeled our sources over here. So we know that source 1 is a buy signal from UT Bot. Source 2 is a sell signal from UT Bot. Source 3 is the STC line. Source 4 is the lower band. And source 5 is the upper band. Now we are going to build the rules. First, a buy or sell signal must appear. This is a true or false event. Because the UT bot has already given us the signal. So to build this rule, it is very simple. Go to one source rule and select all signals to consider. And we will buy when our source 1 gives us equals to 1. And we will sell source 2 equals to 1. So now you can see that Strategy Builder has also plotted on the chart itself. Now let me hide the UT bot. Next, we need to confirm that STC is in the right zone. This is the confluence layer. For a buy, the STC, which is source 3, must be below the lower band, which is source 4. For a sell, the STC must be above the upper band, which is source 5. So here, we select all, and we buy when the STC, which is source 3, must be below the lower band, which is source 4, and we sell when STC, which is source 3, is above the upper band, which is source 5. Okay, and that's the entire logic. 2 conditions per trade. Now let's go to style and clean up the chart. Uncheck the trades on chart and quantity. Otherwise, you will be overwhelmed with too much information on the screen. Now the screen looks cleaner. Back to settings. And this is where Strategy Builder lets us simulate actual trading conditions. We simulate our trading with just 2% risk per trade and target a 1:2 risk reward. For the stop loss, I'm going to choose a swing low over here. And I'm going to indicate 5. And this means that the stop loss will be based on the lowest point of the past 5 candles. You can also indicate a minimum SL in the event where the stop loss point of the past 5 candles is too near and you do not want to get stopped out. You can insert the value here based on the assets that you are trading. Today, the example is using Bitcoin. So I'm going to put a value of $100 based on the Bitcoin price. You can also set what happens when an opposite signal appears. So over here, we are going to choose reverse. You can also choose to block, but for this strategy, I'm going to choose reverse. What happens is that when you are in a buy trade and you receive a sell signal, it will automatically close off your buy trade and enter the sell trade. This is to protect you in the event the market trend has changed and you do not want to continue with your current trade. Next, you can also do a time filter where you can filter by the day and the different sessions up to 3 sessions. Let's uncheck this. Every time you make a change in the setting, the change is reflected on the chart immediately. The cut-off and the cut-loss filter. Daily cut-off means that the cut-off closes all trade once your profit hits a set percentage, which is 5 here, and cut-loss closes everything if your account hits a set loss percentage. We will keep the cut-loss at 5% and uncheck the daily cut-off. Now we are done building. Click OK. Now let's look at the signals. So let's double check our strategy. There is a buy signal. Let's check. Look, it has appeared at the same point as the UT bot. So this is correct. Let's hide it for now. Next, the confluence with the UTC. At this point in time, the UTC is below 25, which means that this is a valid trade. Let's look at another example. Let's look at this sell. Over here, the sell signal came out, so this is correct. And at this point, the STC value is above 75, which makes this a valid trade as well. So you can see that the trade is entered on the next candle. After we know that the strategy is correct, let's look at the backtest results. Here's what the original video never tells you. It didn't tell us the specific asset, the time frame, or the exit strategy. So in this simulation, we are using a 1:2 risk reward, and we can actually test it ourselves. And I have to be very straight and honest with you. Backtest results do not guarantee future performance. What they do show you is whether the strategy actually held up during a real period of time. So we can toggle between different assets and time frame to find where this strategy performs. And you can see that on the M15, this strategy gave a 274% returns over a 3 months period. and the max drawdown is 18%, the number of profitable trades is 46%. Because our risk-reward ratio is 1:2, anything above 33.3% will make this strategy a profitable one. While this strategy didn't give us a 99% rate, but it looks strong enough to be worth automating. If you want to automate this strategy, you will need a master token from ChartsConnect. And this is the part they use to take custom codes and developers. Now it's a copy and paste. Let me show it to you. In ChartsConnect dashboard, go to Sources and select Master Token. Over here, give your strategy a name for you to remember. So I'm going to name it UT Bot STC. Click Add Token. Select your source. This alert will be coming from TradingView. So you just check TradingView and your master token is created. You can see it over here. Copy this master token by clicking on this button. Okay, back in ChartsConnect Strategy Builder, paste the master token here. Next, check these 3 options so that all these alerts will be sent across to your broker. Click OK. Now, click these 3 dots over here. Select Create Alert. And over here, we are going to select Alert Function Calls only. And make sure that your webhook is pointing to the right place. Click Apply. If you want, you can change the name of your alert. Let's change this to UT Bot STC. Apply. And we click Create. Now, your alert is active. We have now successfully connected the alert from TradingView to ChartsConnect. The next step is to connect the signal to your MT4 or MT5 account to start automated trading. Now, let's add the broker account we want to send the signals to in ChartsConnect. Under your strategy's master token, let's add a destination. This is where the signals get sent. Select Forex to send the signals to MT4 or MT5. Create a destination name for this new broker for your own reference. Let's call it Broker A. Click Create EA Token and click OK. Save it. A destination token has been created. Now let's download the receiver EA from ChartsConnect. You need to download the receiver EA from Tools and Access, Expert Advisor EA. Download the receiver EA to receive all the alerts from TradingView. Unzip the folder and copy this file. In your BPS, go to File, Open Data folder, click MQL5 and Experts. Paste the file you just copied inside here. Now go to View and open up your navigator. Refresh the Expert Advisor. So now you should see the receiver EA here. Make sure that you are on the correct chart as your strategy. In our strategy, we are using Bitcoin. So over here, we have the BTC USD chart. Click on the receiver EA and drag it across. Make sure that your algo trading is also on. Allow DLL. Go to Inputs. Let's back to ChartsConnect. Go back to your sources and master token. Over here, get the token for your destination. You can click on the copy button here. Now let's go back to MT5. Paste the destination token over here. Input the email that you used to open your ChartsConnect account. Select Auto Connect. For Auto Execute, select True if you want all the signals to be automatically executed. If you do not want this option and you want to have a manual overwriting, just click False. You can also validate all the trades by using AI validation. You can select True. EA will auto-validate all the entries with its AI technology, looking at past charts, indicator, market news, social chatters to give it a probability score. So you can also set it to enter the trades if the score is above 50%. For this example, I will not activate this option. The receiver EA will receive all the signals and we have already set our risk inside TradingView. If you want to follow the strategy, you can put 2%. Select based on risk percentage over here, and over here, change this to 2%. Click OK. That's it. And the EA will try to connect to the platform. And there you go, the signal is connected. If you want the signal to run 24 hours a day, you should put your MT5 into a VPS.
And that's it. You have just taken a strategy of YouTube, built it, backtested it, and turned it into a fully automated trading system running on your own account. No coding, no sitting at the screen all day. If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe. It will genuinely help the channel to grow. I'll see you in the next one.